replied to my email, which I didn't expect any reply. I'm still going on with the same issue.
No, please I have never spoken with you before. I've never got an email from you before. So to suggest I didn't expect a reply, I reply to 100% of emails and phone calls I get, as well as all social media. I respond to everything. So if we can start off on the right foot, I'm here to help. I want to help. But please don't just malign my character in the first sentence that we speak, or we're not.
So would you like me to send you a copy of the email that I sent on April 1st?
Ma'am, you sending it and me receiving it are two separate things.
So then, so it's my problem that is...
Okay, let me start over. Okay. How can I help you today?
Okay, I'm a little frustrated now because you're telling me that I'm lying, so that means because your system, if it doesn't work...
I'm telling you, ma'am, you said you sent me an email. I told you I never received an email.
So it's my fault, right?
You're saying I'm lying. No.
I'm trying to figure out if it's my fault that your system doesn't work.
Do you have an issue that you'd like to help me with?
I can't help you. You need to help me. You're the director, right?
I am.
Okay. So let's keep calm, okay? Because I think I'm talking... Can I finish my sentence, Tom?
Of course.
Okay, please. So please do not interrupt me. I said let's keep calm because every time I try to say something, you rush very fast talking over and whatnot.
No, ma'am, when you start off the conversation by accusing me of lying or not doing my job, I'm going to correct you.
I don't think I said that. What I said...
Okay. Ma'am, look, with all due respect, I want to help you, but if there's an issue that I can help you resolve, can we get to that?
Yes, Tom, but you said that I said that you're lying. I did not say that. I said, so now you're saying that I'm lying. I said about myself. I don't say about you. But that's okay. So let's get to the business, right? Just like you want.
Please.
Okay. Can I give you my transaction ID number? Because you never sent me an invoice number.
It's not an invoice number. It is a transaction number, and I have it in front of me.
Okay, so that means Betsy just liked to yank my chains and mock me and whatever she felt comfortable doing to me, telling me that I'm doing everything wrong for not putting the invoice number, which I never got. So you have the transaction number in front of you. Can you please tell me why is the system telling me that it's shown as I did this transaction on May 12, 2008? I'm sorry, May 8, 2012. That's what the system does. When you put it through the system, that's what it tells you.
No, ma'am. No. Because what you put into the system was a transaction ID when the system was asking you for an invoice number. They're two very separate things.
But I don't have an invoice number.
When you buy something from us.
You never send me an invoice number.
You won't have an invoice number because you won't. There is no invoice number, ma'am. You didn't buy anything. You're selling us a card. It's not an invoice number. And when you put in that invoice number, it's a invoice number. It's just not an invoice number that applies to you. So the information you got was for whoever had that actual invoice number.
So my understanding is...
2012.
Okay, my understanding is that your system does not have an option for somebody that's trying to sell something, so there's no customer service for that. When you call in, you cannot check on that.
That's absolutely incorrect. Yeah, no, you're jumping to some wild conclusions here.
It's not wild conclusion because...
No, ma'am. Okay. First off, we haven't received the card into our system yet. Now, my understanding is, in my conversation with Betty when I just walked back into the office, is that you have tracking on it that suggests we received it today. That's fine,
Correct.
But it hasn't been entered into our system yet today. Now, there are people that work on that all day, and if it was received today, it will be entered today. Once it is, you'll receive an email acknowledging that we've received it, as well as acknowledging the price, and it'll give you a timeline on when your check would be, or your PayPal, rather, payment would be sent out. But until it's entered into our system, there's nothing to check. So an automated system is not a practical solution to providing you with that information. However, we do offer 24 hours, 7 days a week customer service, and they can provide you with updates as it's noted in the system. But at this point, no updates have been noted because we haven't received the card yet.
So can I talk, and can you please do not interrupt?
Yes, ma'am. You asked me a question, and I answered it.
You interrupted me, and I listened to you. So now, can I have my turn?
I didn't interrupt you. I answered your question. And, of course, how else may I help you?
So can I have my turn without being interrupted? Okay. My problem is you did not provide me an invoice or a correct transaction number. If I want to check over your automatic system that you said that's working 24 hours, it does not work. So for me particular, can I please finish?
You're not listening.
Can I please finish? Tom, I think it's my turn. I need to finish the sentence and you're not letting me. You're the director of the customer service.
Absolutely incorrect. anything you say I just said, I did not say.
So please do me a favor and put my transaction ID number through your automatic system, and it will tell you that transaction was done on May 8, 2012. You did not provide me with a correct transaction to...
The system specifically said enter your invoice number. What you entered was a transaction ID.
But you never gave me an invoice, Tom.
Okay.
You have never provided me with an invoice to put an invoice through.
Anything I've told you. You don't have an invoice number.
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. You're not giving me anything. And you keep blaming me for doing the wrong thing.
Ma'am, there is no invoice.
Tom, I gave you my name in the beginning, and you have my name in front of you. Please. Please use it. Feel free to use my name.
There is no invoice number to give you. The invoice number doesn't exist.
So what can I put through so I can check on my transaction? Can you give me an answer to that? What number do I put through so I can check on my transaction, invoice, whatever you call it?
Ma'am, you're not listening to anything I'm telling you. You cannot use the automated system to check on the
So that's what I said earlier. People that do sell something have no option on checking on their transaction. That's exactly what I said, and that's correct.
You have tracking information that indicates...
There you go. So I cannot use it because you do not cater to some...
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what needs to happen here. So at this point, they will enter, if it was received in our mail today, it will be...
So it's either your way or the highway. That's fine.
May I please finish what's going to happen, ma'am?
No, because you interrupted me so many times, so I'm trying to figure out it's either your way or the highway, right, Tom?
I'm just going to keep talking. So
yeah.
What's going to happen is we'll enter it into our system. You will then receive an email advising you that it's received, and they will give you a timeline as to when to expect your payment. There is no way to check on it through the automated system. The information you got back was for the person with the invoice number that is the same as the transaction number you have. They are two completely separate things. They have nothing to do with each other. When you're selling us a card, you will never, ever have an invoice number.
And where is that listed on your website? Because I went through every single rule and regulation, read it on your website, and nowhere it's listed, which is fine. Excuse me? I'm not done. Hey, Tom. I'm not done. I'm talking. Right now I'm talking and you're interrupting again and you keep saying that you're not interrupting.
It says enter your invoice ID. You chose not to do that.
I sure hope you're not married, Tom. I sure hope that you have a life, honestly. Because with your attitude...
Send this card back to you?
Perfect. Do that for me. That's why I'm calling. Send it back to me ASAP. ASAP. I need my money. You guys, nothing but fraud. Nothing but fraud. That's all you are. And I'm going to post this video that I recorded online everywhere, just like I promised.
Yeah, and I will respond to everyone.
You should, because you're paying everybody to leave you positive feedback. You guys are paying people for positive feedback. Yeah, go ahead. I know it's you replying to all this. Exactly. I know that you're the one that pay people and you're the one that do the positive feedback. Yes, I know that. It's obvious.
Do it. By all means, but...
By all means, send my money back. Thanks. Horrible. Okay, I'm actually gonna... Fuck you. You didn't do shit for me. Wow. Let's see.